Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Talk with Emma, the podcast where learning English is always easy, natural, and fun. I am your host, Emma.
Hello, Emma. And hi to all our wonderful listeners out there in the world. It is so great to be here with you all today.
How are you doing today, Mark? Are you ready for a great lesson?
I am doing fantastic, Emma. I feel full of energy today, and I am very excited to learn something new. How about you? How is your day going?
I am doing wonderfully. Thank you for asking. I had a great morning, and I am so happy to be sitting here in the studio with you. Before we start our topic today, we want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to all of our listeners.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for listening. Please, if you enjoy our podcast and like our channel, subscribe and share it with your friends who are also learning English. And don't forget to give us a like. It really helps us a lot.
Yes, please do. Your support is absolutely amazing, and it helps us keep making these free English lessons for you. So, Mark, are you ready to introduce our topic for today?
I am ready. So, Emma, what exactly is our topic for today?
Today we have a very special and exciting topic. We are going to talk about our life experiences. We will talk about the amazing things we have done in our lives. But to do this correctly, we will use a very special and important grammar tense. We are going to use the present perfect.
The present perfect. I have heard of this before. It sounds a little bit important and maybe a little intimidating. Is it difficult to learn?
Not at all, Mark. It is super useful and actually quite easy once you see how it works. The present perfect is like a bridge. It helps us connect the past with the present. It tells us that something happened in the past, but the memory or the experience is still important right now.
Okay, I think I am ready. Connect the past with the present. So let's talk about our life experiences. You go first, Emma. What is an interesting experience you have had in your life?
That is a very good question. Let me think about it. Okay. I have flown in a helicopter.
Wow! You have flown in a helicopter? That is incredible. Okay, let me think about the grammar here. The action is in the past, right? You finished flying in the helicopter.
Yes, exactly. I flew in a helicopter 5 years ago. The action is completely finished. But it is a life experience. It is connected to me right now because I still have the memory. I am a person who has done this exciting thing. See? A past action, but a present result or memory.
I see. The result is that you have this amazing memory now, and you can share the story with me. That makes total sense. Okay, it is my turn. Let me think of a life experience. I have ridden a horse on the beach.
Oh, wow! You have ridden a horse on the beach? That sounds beautiful and very romantic.
It was. It was a few years ago in Mexico. So the action is finished, but the experience is still with me today. That is why I say, I have ridden a horse.
That is a perfect example of the present perfect, Mark. It really is. And now, our listeners can start to see the structure of this grammar. We use the verb have, and then we add another verb. For my example, the verb was flown. For your example, it was ridden.
Right. So the main verb is in a special form, isn't it? It is not the normal past tense.
Exactly. It is called the past participle. Let's look at the grammar structure together so our listeners can practice. It is the subject plus the verb have or has plus the past participle.
Yes, let's break that down for everyone. We use have for the subjects I, you, we, and they. For example, I have visited France, or they have tried sushi.
Perfect. And we use has for the subjects he, she, and it. For example, she has finished university, or he has learned to play the guitar.
Excellent. So, let's talk more about the verbs. My example was, I have ridden a horse. The verb is ride, but the past tense is rode, and this special form is ridden. That is confusing.
It can be a little tricky at first. Let's talk about regular verbs first, because they are the easiest. With regular verbs, the past participle is exactly the same as the simple past tense. We just add ed to the end of the verb.
Oh, I know this. Like the verb work becomes worked, or the verb play becomes played. Regular verbs are definitely easy. I have played tennis many times in my life.
Me too! I have played tennis, and I have watched many tennis matches on television. See? Another connection to the present. You played in the past, and now you have the experience of knowing how to play tennis. Wonderful.
Exactly. But what about those tricky verbs, Emma? Like your example, I have flown in a helicopter. The verb is fly. The past tense is flew, and the past participle is flown. Or my example, I have ridden a horse. The verb is ride. The past tense is rode, and the past participle is ridden.
Yes, those are irregular verbs. They do not end in ed. Unfortunately, there is no magic rule for irregular verbs. We just have to learn them and memorize them. But don't worry, we can learn them easily with lots of practice and listening.
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let's practice with some more irregular verbs. Let's talk about food. Food is always a great topic for life experiences. Emma, have you ever eaten snails?
Oh my goodness. No, I have never eaten snails. I know they are popular in France, but I am too afraid to try them. I haven't eaten them, and I don't think I want to.
Ah, so you used the negative form there. You said, I have never eaten snails, and I haven't eaten them. That is have plus not. We squeeze them together and say haven't.
Yes, we use haven't or hasn't for negative sentences. If I ask you about your brother Mark, I could say, has your brother eaten snails? And you could say, no, he hasn't eaten snails either.
Perfect. And I noticed something else very important, Emma. I used a special word in my question. I said, ever. I asked, have you ever eaten snails? We use ever a lot when we ask about life experiences, right?
Yes, you hit the nail on the head. We use the word ever in questions to mean at any time in your life up to now. So, have you ever is the perfect way to start a conversation about life experiences.
Okay, let me try another one. Emma, have you ever seen a real elephant?
Yes, I have. I have seen an elephant. I went to a sanctuary in Thailand many years ago, and I saw several elephants. It was magical. The verb is see, and the past participle is seen. S-E-E-N.
Seen. That is a very common irregular verb. Okay, what if the answer is negative? You used the word never earlier.
Exactly. If the answer is no, we can use the word never to make a strong negative sentence about our whole life. For example, I have never tried scuba diving. It means from the day I was born until today, this experience has not happened.
Oh, really? You have never tried scuba diving? You should try it. It is amazing to see all the fish underwater. I have tried it many times. It is so peaceful.
Maybe one day I will. So, we use ever for questions. Have you ever? And we use never for negative life experiences. I have never. Let's give our listeners some more examples. Mark, what is something you have never done?
I have never broken a bone. I have been very lucky in my life. And I have never driven a motorcycle. I am a little bit scared of them. What about you, Emma?
I have never climbed a really high mountain, like Mount Everest. And I have never lost my passport while traveling, thank goodness.
Losing a passport would be a terrible experience. Let's talk more about traveling. Traveling is the best way to get life experiences. Have you ever gone to South America?
Mark, that is a fantastic question. But I want to teach you and our listeners a very special trick about the present perfect when we talk about travel. Instead of saying gone to, we usually use a different word.
Really? But the verb is go, and the past participle is gone. Why is that wrong?
It's not exactly wrong, but there is a big difference between gone and been. This is a little advanced, but it is so incredibly useful for talking about life experiences. Gone means you traveled somewhere and you are still there right now. You have not come back yet.
Okay. So if my friend David travels to Spain and he is still in Madrid right now, I can say, David has gone to Spain. It means he is there at this very moment.
Exactly. He went to Spain and he is still in Spain. But when we talk about life experiences, we are usually sitting at home talking about our past trips. We went somewhere and we came back. For this, we use the word been. It is the past participle of the verb to be.
Oh, wow. That makes so much sense. So if I am asking about your life experience, I shouldn't ask, have you ever gone to South America? Because you were sitting right here in the studio with me. I should ask, have you ever been to South America?
Yes, precisely. Have you ever been to South America? You went there, you had the experience, and you came back home.
Okay, let me fix my sentence. Emma, have you ever been to South America?
Yes, I have been to South America. I have been to Peru and Brazil. I went a few years ago and I came back with so many wonderful memories. So, for our life experiences, we usually use been. I have been to London. I have been to Tokyo. This means I visited those places and now I am back.
You got it. That is perfect. So, listeners, remember this golden rule. When you talk about a place you visited and came back from, always use been. I have been to the mountains. She has been to Paris. This is so helpful, Emma. Thank you.
You are very welcome, Mark. Now, let's try to have a natural, fun conversation about our life experiences using the present perfect. Let's play a quick game of Have You Ever? I will ask you a question and you answer. Then you ask me a question.
I love games. This is a great idea. I am ready. You start, Emma.
Okay, Mark. Have you ever met a famous person?
Oh, wow. Have I ever met a famous person? Actually, yes, I have. I have met a famous musician at an airport once. I said hello and got an autograph. Okay, my turn to ask you. Emma, have you ever slept in a tent in the forest?
Yes, I have. I have slept in a tent many times. I love camping. It is so relaxing to hear the sounds of nature. Okay, my next question for you. Have you ever eaten food that was so spicy it made you cry?
Oh, yes, I definitely have. I have eaten a very spicy curry in India. My face turned red, and I drank 3 glasses of water. It was an unforgettable experience. All right, Emma. Have you ever sung karaoke in front of a big crowd?
Oh no, I have never sung karaoke in front of a big crowd. I am much too shy for that. I have sung in my car, but never on a stage.
You should try it. It is scary, but very fun.
Maybe one day. Wow, Mark, that game felt so natural. And we used the present perfect so many times effortlessly.
We really did. We used met, slept, eaten, and sung. And we used ever and never perfectly. That was fantastic practice for us and for everyone listening.
It really was. And it shows how incredibly common this grammar is in daily English conversation. Native speakers use the present perfect all the time, without even thinking about it. It connects our past adventures to our present identity.
That is a beautiful way to put it, Emma. It is all about the connection. It is about what happened before and how it shapes who we are right now.
Yes, so for our wonderful listeners, let's do a quick, clear review of everything we learned today. First, the structure. We use the subject plus have or has plus the past participle verb form.
Yes! For regular verbs, we just add ed, like played or visited. But for irregular verbs, we have to memorize the special forms, like eaten, seen, flown, and ridden.
Perfect. Second, we use this grammar to talk about our life experiences, connecting our past to our present. We use the word ever in questions. Have you ever traveled by train? And we use the word never for negative experiences. I have never learned to ski.
And third, the golden travel rule. We use been instead of gone when we talk about a place we visited and came back from. I have been to Italy, not I have gone to Italy. That is a perfect summary, Emma.
You are a great student and a fantastic co-host, Mark. Thank you.
And you are a brilliant teacher, Emma. I feel like I really, truly understand how to talk about my life experiences now. The present perfect is not scary anymore.
It is not scary at all. It is a friend. It is a tool that helps you express your rich, interesting life in a more complete and colorful way. So, I have a challenge for our listeners today.
Oh, I love our challenges. Listeners, get ready to think.
I want you to think about your own wonderful life. What is an amazing or interesting thing you have done? Have you ever learned to play an instrument? Have you ever cooked a meal for 10 people? Have you ever swam in the ocean?
I am sure they have done so many incredible things. And today, they have done something wonderful for their English skills. They have learned how to master the present perfect.
Yes, exactly. They have done a fantastic job. Well, Mark, I look at the clock and our time is almost up for today. This has been a very productive and fun episode. We have talked a lot about life experiences and grammar.
We have given a lot of great examples, and hopefully we have helped our listeners feel more confident speaking English.
I am sure we have. It was absolutely great working with you on this episode, Mark.
It is always a pleasure, Emma. And it is always a pleasure to have all our listeners with us, sharing this journey. We hope you really enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed making it.
Yes, we do. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, English Talk with Emma, so you do not miss any of our next episodes. We have so many more fun topics planned for you.
And share this episode with your friends, family, or classmates who are also learning English. Sharing is caring, and it helps our community grow.
That's right. And for today's comment section, we have a very special question for you. Please write your answer in the comments below the video or podcast. Are you ready?
What is the question, Emma?
The question is, what is one interesting place you have visited in your life? Please use the present perfect and the word been.
What a perfect question. It can be a simple sentence. For example, I have been to London, or I have been to a beautiful mountain in my country. We would absolutely love to read your answers and learn about your life experiences.
Yes, we can't wait to see what you write in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening and practicing with us today. It has been a fantastic lesson.
It definitely has. Goodbye for now, everyone. Keep practicing your English every single day.
Bye, everyone. See you next time on English Talk with Emma.